All right, what's up, guys? What is going on? Tony Toth, what is up, Shangy girl? Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, we'll let a few people get in here. Get ready to rock and roll. Try to wake up a little bit. Hanging out with you guys will wake me up. Been really, really busy getting ready for some things, which we'll talk about tonight, along with, of course, my dude Lonnie and Jessica McCollum. Graven Images. You see all their kick-ass work behind me. One of my favorite pieces, the Arnold back there, Maniac Cop. We got the Carl Toop Predator over there, or Predator, Xenomorph over there, signed by Carl. Yeah, so we're going to, hey, what's up, Michael Toth? We got that an order in. I didn't get a chance to check it yet. So we got an order on the Wix shop, moving some decks. Speaking of business, we'll be talking about that a lot tonight. Well, let's first off talk about these people behind me, Lonnie and Jessica McCollum, accented by my dude, Michael Toth, who's here, the cutouts and the skateboard decks and some of the art to accent what's going on. So we got the part 2 Freddy there. That Freddy actually sat on a few of the cast table in the past. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, get going. I'm waking up. We got the 03 Leatherface. We got the smirking Freddy. We got the Xenomorph. We got Arnold. That's signed by Brian Thompson, and the T2 or the T1000 Robert Patrick from Terminator 2. We got the Cenobites. I got to get myself a Chatterer to finish out the set. We got Pennywise. We got a Leprechaun. We got a Lycan from Underworld. And you know, I'm hoping we get some gold out of this. It's going to be a fun stream tonight. Really excited about what Lonnie and Jessica are doing. A lot of their files are done by brothers named Eric and Mauro Misovich, which we're going to be working on. Some files, actually, we got some in the works now. I want to get rid of my name on the screen. I think you guys know what my name is. Sorry if I'm a little slow right now. Just still I feel a little tired. It's been busy. One of the main things we're going to be doing, and I'm the only one who can physically have these in like anything. Anywhere you guys get these pieces by Lonnie and Jessica McCollum will be in online through them. I'm the only person who can have these on their table at conventions. They're the only person that they want to have on their table, and it's a huge honor for me because these guys do some insane work. So, like I said, we got a lot of projects that we're going to be working on together. These two have been crushing it. They just showed me their new Crow. I don't know if I'm allowed to show it yet, but they got a new Crow coming out. They got a variety of different files that they're working on, and I've been talking to them a lot. They're adding a lot of files because we're ready to crush in 2025. Now, I put a post out. Some of you guys saw it. Some of you guys may not have seen it. But we're opening a physical shop. We're going to be at Super Flea right outside, right in Kansas City. I got a friend coming to help me out so I can focus on my job and my work and what I need to do, because my guys come first that I take care of. Those guys come first. There she is right now. The lovely Jessica McCollum, wife of Lonnie McCollum, one of my favorite people out there. I mean, I'm lucky. I got a lot of favorite people, and these two are definitely, they're on the list of Doomsday's Krypt family and just genuine friends. And as Jessica knows, she's sitting here. They're working on a ton of really cool stuff. And as I mentioned, I was showing the Crow they're working on. Yeah, we'll be unveiling a lot of upcoming projects that we're working on together that are going to be really cool, that I don't think I've seen anybody done. Eric and Mauro are working on it. You guys have seen their work through Lonnie and Jessica, because she does all the printing. She's like the mastermind behind that 3D printer. And then Lonnie just paints the hell out of them, and they make an amazing team. The Pascal, oh man, he looks so good. That's Denise Crosby. She absolutely loves that piece. It sat on a table with her, not that one specifically, but one of our Pascals. I got some pictures of her, and she was just totally floored by it. And she wants her own. She wants her character. She wants it. What's going on, Joe Collins? Good to see you. I'm kind of just waking up. I didn't even have time to put on the beanie yet because, you know, that's a live stream thing. But I wanted to get started here. So we're beanieing up. Get that beanie rocking. Looks like I'm waking up, feels like I'm waking up, but I guess I'm just talking to myself tonight. It's been easier having a guest on, but we got there's my dude right there. Oh, yes, yes, we're gonna get Denise. We've definitely talked about some really fun projects. I know Lonnie and Jessica are really excited to be working on some of these files that we've discussed, and I can't wait to see what they do with them. And I can't even explain how excited I am about the future. With this shop opening up in April, it's going to be open the first weekend in April. It's been incredibly stressful because, like I said, my job comes first. Doomsday's Krypt something I love to do. I want to grow with. I want to see all these talented people like Michael Toth, Lonnie and Jessica McCullum at Graven Images, and others. Also, a lot of these independent movies and our filmmakers and their movies, getting them in the shop, independent comic artists like Austin Janowski. I'd love to see some of his work in there. Acro Star, all these different indie projects and films and people that I'm a huge fan of. How you doing, Chadrick? Good to see you. Yeah, you know what, Lonnie? I am super pumped, man. I mean, like, I didn't realize I had so much variety, and I'm setting up. I'm like, man, God, this stuff is so cool. It's nice to have it set up around me. I can't remember the last time I've been able to just have everything set up around me. I did that with Mike's decks the other night and some art and the light up boxes. And because most of the time I'm seeing them at conventions, I'm taking them up and taking them down. And this is just nice. And with the shop, I'm excited. I don't have to move a lot of these pieces around all the time. They can be sat and displayed. You know, I'd love to be moving a lot of them, but for people to appreciate coming to the shop, enjoy what we do. And yeah, I think this is a huge opportunity for Doomsday's Krypt. It's time to take this chance, you know. I got somebody great, I think, who's going to come into the shop. I really believe in what they're doing. They've worked with me at some tables. They know how I like things done. They're eager, they're young, and I think this is going to be a huge opportunity for all of us. So I can concentrate on what matters most, my job, and have somebody I trust running the shop with me going in. You know, I love going to the flea market, so going there and doing that, and the people I work with, they love going to the flea market. So we're going to make it fun, an adventure, and something that I don't have to be at all the time, but something I can work with and somebody I can trust to really build this shop. And I'm excited about that. I'm excited to be doing all these new pieces that I kind of spoke about with Lonnie and Jessica and Morrow and Eric, and also with Michael Toth, come up with some new, unique stuff, as well as the awesome stuff that he does with the skateboard decks and cutouts and all that. But I'm so glad that part 2 hasn't sold yet. I think that's my favorite Freddy. I don't know why, but I just love that look of the part 2 Freddy. Me and Lonnie have discussed that many a times. I think it's the scariest Freddy there was. You know, it's got that Wicked Witch of the West kind of vibe to it. And I don't know, it's just one of my favorite versions, and you killed it on that piece as well. I'm loving the new Leprechaun. I know they had the other one and it was just really difficult, but this one is beautiful. At Crypticon Kansas City, we'll be seeing the cast is going to be there from Leprechaun. I'm pretty excited now. I'm so tired I'm drawing a blank, but we all know Warwick Davis will be there. So having that there is going to be really cool. I know I'll be ordering a bunch of other stuff. And as you see, Butterball, the female, and Pinhead are looking a little lonely, so we have to get ourselves a chatterer in there for sure. Yeah. You know what? Let me grab him because he's so cool. We'll grab some of these pieces and show them up close. But yeah, I mean, he's got that Doomsday snarl going, you know. I don't know, maybe because we look a little bit alike, except he's a little more handsome than I am. It's a good looking dude. No, but the likeness to Freddy is so amazing. I'm really digging the 03 Leatherface remake. The Benaski. Pretty cool. I'm glad to have one of these. I had one before. It moved fairly quickly, so that was cool. And then we got the bread. This man, oh my goodness, it's so heavy on him. It's incredible how great this is. No, this is one of my favorite pieces. The detail on it, the eyes, the hair. You know, signed by Brian Thompson. I gotta get that name thing off there. See, it's blocking my screen. Brian Thompson and then Robert Patrick, T1000 up there. One of my favorite pieces that I have. You want to come sit next to me? You felt a little lonely. Oh, we gotta get you on camera though. Let's see. He gets a little. There you are. Look at him. But yeah, I really love all these pieces. Pennywise is one I've had for a little while, and I'm surprised that hasn't gone. But it's one of those pieces I'm kind of glad it's not gone because I enjoy it so much. Yeah, the part two is really cool up close. I mean, these are great too. Obviously, I really like the dark paint. I got to get a chest of souls too. But yeah, the detail. And I love the eyes, the acrylic eyes in there. And Lonnie's become like Michael Toth, one of my best friends, a brother. You know, we talk about everything, and I've learned a lot just by talking to them about what they do and how they do it and the process. And I've grown huge appreciation for it. And then we got Carl too coming on Thursday. Carl's coming on. It'll be an afternoon show. It'll be like 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Thursday. And really excited to catch up with Carl. We got a lot to talk about. The Alien Warrior, Xeno, had a great time at Scarefest, and we haven't had a chance to catch up, hang out, and talk about Scarefest this weekend, what he's up to this year, what the plans are, because I got to see that man at a con. He's one of the coolest guests I think I've met. Watching that guy with the fans was awesome. That guy is so good with the fans, and since he lives in France, a lot of fans haven't had a chance to meet him, and the ones who have are, I can tell you, they definitely don't go away disappointed. He's one of those guys who just genuinely loves the fans, and the fans feel that vibe. They can tell he wants to be there. He can't wait to talk and meet them. And, I got to fix this because I can't stand the name just sitting there, and I can't remember how it goes. Background layouts, is it? Nope. I know I should have fixed that, but either way, I'm gonna fix it. It's just bugging me. I can't stand that stupid thing. It's just blocking half the screen here. And if I can, oh, there we go. There we go. Simple button. Much better. Much better. If you don't know my name by now, then there's a problem. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm waking up. It's been a long day. I was up till like 2:30 in the morning getting things organized. Because like I said, we got the shop kicking open. It'll be April 5th weekend, the first weekend of April. I'm really excited about this venture. There's so many opportunities with it. Having a physical store every week, and I'm going to set it up. In a sense, it's going to be a shop, but similar to a Doomsday's Krypt style table where I know how the reactions are for Lonnie McCollum and his work, and Michael Toth and all these guys that I bring, and Michael Toth and Lonnie are the two of the biggest parts of my table, at least at the moment right now, with what they do and they bring, and definitely fan favorites. Everybody's always like, who makes this, who makes that. I get sick of talking about you guys all the time. I don't know how many times, like Michael Toth, Lonnie McCollum, Jessica McCollum, Graven Images. I just need to record it and press buttons. When people walk by, it'd be like Lonnie McCollum, Jessica McCollum, Graven Images, Michael Toth. But yeah, I don't know how long this stream is going to be, but I really want to brag about these people that have gotten us to this point where we are at Doomsday's Krypt, where we are going to be opening a physical shop, and we are going to be in that Kansas City area. And with Krypticon Kansas City at the end of June, I think the hype that we can bring to the shop from there, leading up to the event, and then the event, and letting people know about the shop, will go enormously long way. We got a huge con schedule this year. Yeah, we did Evansville, but the con run really starts at the end of June. Once Kryptocon's done, every few weeks we're going to be at a con. So having the help that I need and being able to focus on the things I need to focus on to not keep, but bring Doomsday's Krypt to the next level is super important. And now's the time to do it. I work a whole lot, something I love to do. Doomsday's Krypt is a passion of mine. It's one of those things that kind of just happened. Anybody who knows, it wasn't like I was like, let me open this, let me do a podcast. Never wanted to do a podcast, never really wanted to be in front of camera. I'm not a camera person. I don't really like to take a lot of pictures, but here I am doing a podcast. I had some amazing people on here. I have Super Freddy, Pluto from The Hills Have Eyes, Ben Grimm, Charmed, Michael Bailey Smith just on and talking to him. Carl Toop, he'll be on, having the show with Beatrice Buckley, Mama Kruger. We've had Tom Matthews on in the past. We've had some really, really great guests. I've done panels with legendary casts like the Return of the Living Dead. I've done panels with Tom Matthews again, Ken Forey, Ken Sagos, even my buddy Andrew Anderson, who's an 80s wrestler, and I'm a huge 80s wrestling fan. And that dude's still in great shape. Awesome guy. Really cool meeting him. My mom loved that guy. And just the journey we've been on to be going on this next step in 2025. Like, it was really important to me that every year we always take that step up. And this year is going to be that step up again. It's going to be that step up to where when Doomsday's Krypt succeeds, all these guys that put in all this hard work, we succeed together. These guys do amazing things. Michael's killing it with all his art. People are noticing. The same thing with Lonnie and Jessica McCollum at Graven Images. Supporting them goes a long way as well. We just had a sale in the shop. I will have to take a look at that in a little bit. I'm sure, Mike, you already took a peek at that. But yeah, you know what is there? Let me show this pin, this leprechaun. Leprechaun, look at you. No plotted gold. I was looking for the gold in the box and the rainbow, but it never showed up. But this thing's just as good with them. But I was hoping to find his treasure. I was really, really trying to find that. And we got I really like the cast. I love this cast so much. Like I said, it's probably the first event that it didn't sell. Sorry, I'm on my. But the detail and that brain is just so gnarly. It's just so gnarly. Pascal, Pet Cemetery. And, I really love, it's like with the Arnold over here. Especially with acrylic eyes. Me and Lonnie have talked about acrylic eyes all the time. And, you can paint an eye so well, but when you put the acrylics in Lonnie's paint and what they do, and Jessica's amazing prints, this is what you get. And there's one piece, and I don't want to give it away, that it's not the piece that's the file that's being worked on. That's different. But the next file that we're working on is a piece I'm really looking forward to what they do with it. I think if they're here, they know which file I'm talking about. It's got a lot of wires to it. I'll just put it that way. And I think that's going to be a badass file. Actually, the file we're working on now, there's not a lot of merchandise of it. And what we came up with, really, Morrow, and since Lonnie and Jessica do the files, they discussed what they think would be great and they'd like to produce. And I'm looking forward to this file. It looks like it'll be done really, really quickly. Morrow's really cranking out work. He's excited to be working with us. So that's a huge honor that Morrow and Eric want to do this work, and they know what Lonnie does with Outlander. Yes. So that's a big, big hint right there. I mean, if you know, you know. But I really like what you guys did with the file. I'm really, really no, you're a beast, dude. You're a fucking beast. Look at this shit. This stuff is amazing. Dude, the Cenobites are my favorite, man. You know how much I love Hellraiser. A lot of people, I'm a huge Myers fan, obviously, but Hellraiser is right up there. I mean, there's just something special about the first and second one. I even enjoy the other ones too, but there's just something really special about the first and second Hellraiser. That's like, man, I love that movie. I love the look. I love the darkness. I love um that movie was probably for me, it was kind of like almost a terrifier because it was so bloody, it was so gnarly. And it was that first horror movie that's like got me like, oof, 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 but there was also it was I don't know. It's hard to explain the Hellraiser emotions that it brought to me as a kid watching that. Yeah, the acrylic eyes. Well, the acrylic eyes are made by Jessica, not Lonnie. Not you, Lonnie McCullum. Your wife does them, but Jessica does amazing work. You guys are such a great team. And with everything that's going on and that we've discussed, I know Mike's been a part of it. This is a huge opportunity, I believe, for all of us. This is a huge chance for us to really all independently hit the next level. Yeah, get that woman in line. I'll play devil's advocate. Get at him, Jessica. Don't let him take credit for that stuff. I'm starting a fight between these two. No, you guys do not fight. We don't need a fight between you guys. I'm excited for the work you guys got. I don't need Lonnie with a black eye trying to paint. He needs both his eyes to do his work. You got to give Lonnie a hard time. That's what part of being married is about, isn't it? I mean, I don't know. I've never been married. And that's I don't want to say it's a good thing. It's great for others. But for me, I've been lucky. No, I did a long-term relationship. I was with the girl for 10 years, so I was kind of married and she divorced me. She got rid of me. Smart girl, smart girl. But yeah, this store is going to be popping. I'm really excited about all the variety. Then there's a lot more. Like seeing now that I see the crow that Lonnie and Jessica do, I want to get that in the store. Take that to some of these cons, display that. As you see, Mike's Hellraiser deck just goes so nice, and that art piece that's signed by pretty much everybody. It's signed by all the Cenobites and Doug Bradley. I really wanted to get Clive's name on there, but it's so hard to get to him. It was funny. Barbie Wild's like, you should have Clive sign this. It's like it's hard when you're a vendor, and then his health isn't great, and trying to get to him, the fans. As a vendor, you just don't have that kind of time unless you know him. Which I was hoping to pull a favorite card out, but I didn't even have time to pull a favorite card out to get that signed. But they were really impressed with the Butterball and the Pinhead and the Chatterer because you hadn't done the female yet, and now you got the female, and I love that female. And I think for Barbie, you made her a little bit taller and bigger, kind of like you were the last one done, but you're kind of boss lady over there looking badass. So yeah, let me bring her over. She's killer. She's really cool. See if I can do this without knocking anything over. I'll bring over Pinhead and Butterball. But when I first started getting these from they were smaller scale, so I like to step up and scale. But the female Cenobite, I don't know. She was a hottie. I don't care the bald head, the wire in her mouth. It's all right. She was still something special to me as a kid. Let's bring over old Pinhead. No tears, please. It's a waste of suffering. These things always pop off the table, honestly. Chatterer, Pinhead, every time I get so close to having the whole set together, it gets broken up so fast. And it's like breaking up the team. But they go so quick. There's so many Chatterer fans. There's so many Pinhead fans. There's so many female fans. And I'm actually a big Butterball fan. I don't know. Simon Bamford, the guy who played him, is really, really cool. And just always a fan of the original Cenobites. That's why I think part 3 kind of hurt me a little bit when they were gone in the part 2. Well, yeah, the third Hellraiser is great, but I missed the female. I missed the Chatterer, and I missed Butterball. I don't know. They were just, as important to me as Pinhead at the time. But there's been some cool characters. One of my favorites, and, it's not the best Pinhead makeup, but it's one of my favorites, is Bloodline. I really like Bloodline a lot. I don't know what it was. I really liked the Cenobites and that, like when the twins and stuff like that. I don't know. It was really cool. There were certain things I really, really dug about that. Yeah, the CD, yeah, that really didn't stand the test of time either. People are going to be in like 10 years, especially these kids, like with the phone. What the hell is that? The hell is that thing shooting now? Oh, makes no sense. Yeah, the CD thing was outrageous to say the least. The movie itself was good, but like I said, it felt different. The part one and two were my favorite, and then four, yeah, he's outdated by far. They might as well just throw out. I mean, at least people still know what records are. I think those kind of made a comeback. But yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely outdated. Oh, well, you're welcome, Tony. Well, thank you. I mean, I thank you guys. Like I said, it's been a crazy run to get where we are. I mean, even last night I was up till 2:30 getting stuff organized for the store and setting this up, packing up all the skateboard decks, had them all packed up. I'm like, you know what? I need the pinhead skateboard deck. So I unpacked all the skateboards. And of course, it was like the last stack of skateboards I had, and I finally found it, but I had to put it out there. Um, you know, I love the theme. And I think with the store, what I'm gonna go with is like a Cenobite, a Hellraiser section, Halloween section, Freddy section, and kind of really keep things organized into different things and put up settings with some of these great pieces, have Mike's art around them that fits the pieces, like some Pet Cemetery for the Pascal, get a gauge. And of course, if we can do Denise Crosby's character, that'd be really cool with the eyeball hanging out, Pet Cemetery area. And there's a lot of room for expansion with the shop too. And if you're in Kansas City or the Kansas City area, the shop's gonna be really fun. The whole place is really cool. There's some great people in there that I met. There's a guy who does airsoft, and I found some masks, and I actually packed it up today. I'll be mailing that out to Michael Toth tomorrow. Let him have some fun. Let him have some fun with it. We're gonna do some stuff. One of them is actually uh, a Predator mask, airsoft. So I'm excited to see what he does with that. There's only the other one. It looks like, if you look from a distance, at least to me, it almost looks like a face hugger's going on. I really dig the way it fit. Yeah, man. We're gonna do that. I'm really excited about the future. I'm really excited to have a place. Because when I'm not on the road at a convention, it feels like my stuff's always in and out of the bins. And because I live at my job, I can bring a few things over, but things wind up sitting in the in the storage unit. And I hate that. So just in general, to have the shop to let people enjoy this work, and hopefully we can raise some money and make it pay for itself. It's really a low risk, high reward kind of deal. I'm putting some responsibility in a good friend, a good kid who I think is going to really crush it, helping out. He's really eager. He's, and he's got a good head on his shoulders. So I'm really excited about the opportunity for him to do something really cool and give him a springboard that'll help me with the Doomsday's Krypt journey, because I can't do all this by myself. My guys are number one. Like I said, I work 7 days a week, 365 with them, other than the few days I get off, and I wouldn't change it for the world. My guys come first, but this is going to allow me to not, you know, be focused on something other than my guys. I can focus on Doomsday's Krypt as I'm needed, and give somebody else an opportunity to really help out and be a big part, help me with these cons, because we got a big con run going. And I really believe it's going to do well. I really believe it. It's a low risk, high reward thing. And yeah, a lot lower for, yeah, dude. I mean, there's literally, as long as I keep doing it, it lets me focus on my job. Now, if the shop works, which I believe it will, and the growth, I mean, the sky's the limit to the next step. Having that physical store, allowing people to see us out there and see these things in person, not just on these online videos. Because as cool as these pieces are, unless you're sitting right next to them like I am, you cannot appreciate the detail on these these pieces that Lonnie and Jessica do, the absolute. I know. I believe you. I appreciate Tony. You know, I mean, I I believe in me too. I do believe in me. You know, whether people do or that's not a matter of yeah, the people I need to believe in me, and that's all that matters. My guys believe in me. You know, we've had some great adventures. I don't do this for money, and the shop's not going to make or break me because my job's always here. I'm a big part of my job's my life. Doomsday's Krypt is a passion for me because I get to support guys like Michael Toth and Lonnie and Jessica McCollum and even artists like Scott Straka, who I love having on the table. Vinny Cucurato, he does a lot of his own thing. I don't really buy, but I have some like museum quality pieces that have been on a long journey with me. I've been blessed to meet some, in my opinion, the best talents in the horror community that need to be seen. Um, you know, I mean, you can't understand how good these guys are until you just see what they're actually doing when I put on a table. Like I said, I get tired of talking about these guys. It's just all people want to talk about is how awesome these guys are. Do you do any of it? Did you just no. I wish I could. But no, all joking aside, it's an honor working with these guys. It's an honor that they believe in me as well. You know, as much as I believe in their art and their skill, you know, they believe in me and representing their work and knowing that I'm going to make sure that I got their backs no matter what. And I'm going to make sure Doomsday's Krypt succeeds. If Doomsday's Krypt succeeding, all these guys are going to succeed because they're a huge part of my team, the Doomsday's Krypt family. Now they do their own thing as well, but they're always Doomsday's Krypt family to me. And I always support and look out for them because they're not only great artists, as I say, they're great people. And it's you know, and everybody who's on my table, I consider a really good friend. I mean, I know they consider me a pretty good friend, or at least they tell me anyway. But no, I'm all joking aside. I think we make you know, we got a great group of talent that each does some really unique work. Man, that Pascal's just got me stopping him in part two, Freddie, and this guy over here is giving me that look. I don't like the way he's looking at me. You know, he's giving me that side eye with that smirk. It's like, sir, I'm not interested. Not, not interested. Creep. Feel like there's some creep across the bars looking at me. You know, better cover my drink in case they put a roofie in there. I don't trust that guy at all. Well, we're just getting started. Like this year, I really truly believe is going to be the year that Doomsday's Krypt and all you guys do something really special together. And you know, success is going to be through the roof. The admiration and respect that you guys deserve in the horror community and what you guys do. You guys put so much heart and soul into it. I know how much Jessica and Lonnie put into it. I know how hard Michael Toth works. I know how hard all these guys work. And, you know, this is the year, guys. You know, I know you guys are successful in your own way, but you know, I hope I can add the support and add the value to everything you guys do because you deserve it. I love like getting these pictures of your guys' work with the people that worked in these films that are like, wow, this is just unbelievable. This is amazing, you know, and they're so excited. And then I'll sit there and tell them about it. And it's like, man, their work's awesome. Just like Danny Hassel had one of the skateboard decks and one of Lonnie's Freddie's on the table. He was cool and just had the best things to say about him. Danny Hassel's one cool dude. That's a hell of a guy right there. I really enjoy it. I hope I see him at a convention because that dude's a lot of fun. Really, really cool. The Nightmare cast is really cool. I haven't met a bad one. You know, Freddy Krueger's mom's a pretty cool lady as well, Beatrice Buckley. She's out there crushing in the films. Um, John's just okay. Don't get him going. Yeah. Don't feed the don't as my beanie starts going. Yeah. But we're not going to do a super long stream. I can't even believe it's been 35 minutes so far. So that's pretty good considering I went in tired, but I get excited seeing these pieces. I like just coming down and sitting down here, and it's nice with it set up. Now it's all going to go to store soon. But I got a couple days where I can just go, you know what? It's pretty fucking cool out here. You know, maybe put on the black lights, get some of this going, and just the I don't know. It just gives such a cool feeling to sit here as me and be able to enjoy it as a fan. And I'm loving the setup right now, and even moving it around, bringing Pascal over here next to Freddie. They've kind of become friends. I see them like talking. I'm like, man, I really having a good time here for you. I don't know, but yeah, really, really cool stuff. Yeah, and each one of you guys got a piece of each other. Lonnie McCullum's got the Blair Witch Project skateboard deck that came out awesome. It was one that Lonnie recommended, and we had to get done. And everything that Lonnie and Jessica have done for me, I had to get the cast to sign it and send it to them. And then Michael Toth got one of the Xenomorphs, which is right next to me, signed by Carl Toop. You know, I gave that to him. I hooked him up with a Xeno. And, you know, it's cool that two of my favorite people, two of my favorite talents, three, because of Jessica. She's an incredible talent. There's no, I'm sure Lonnie would say the same thing. Me and him talk a lot. How grateful that, you know, what Jessica does with her printing skills to allow him to just paint. You guys make an awesome team. But yeah, it's really cool that you guys both have a piece of each other. Like that meant a lot to me, to give a piece of Michael Toth to Lonnie and Jessica, and a piece of Lonnie to Michael Toth, you know, so they can really see each other's work in person. Because Lonnie lives, you know, where do you live? You live kind of close to me, Indiana, I believe. Mike's out there in Pennsylvania. So for you guys to have a piece of each other, I thought was pretty special. It was special to me to see you guys both get that. But like I said, we got a bunch of shows coming up. I know Thursday I got Carl Toop. I'm going to be uploading and making some rooms. We're going to be really busy this week. I'll be working on getting everything organized for the shop. Well, you know, the shop has Wi-Fi, so when I can get there, we'll definitely do some recordings, and times that I can be at the shop, we'll do some live streams and talk about all the work on the table and walk through and keep you guys updated in the store and how that's going, what we're working on, because we're working on, like I spoke earlier about Lonnie and Jessica and Morrow and Eric work. We got some really, really cool files that I don't think anybody's done anything close to, that I think fans of the franchises that we're talking about are going to really dig these pieces. Michael Toth's always coming up with new creative, cool stuff, whether it's saws, machetes, the skateboard decks. Me and him are always talking about maybe something cool. Yeah, that Blair Witch Project that came out so nice. That really came out nice, and they were really cool. Yeah, you killed it on that piece. It really is spot on. What you did with the art on that deck was really cool. What's going on, Aaron? Good to see you. You guys check out Aaron. He's got a great YouTube channel. Make sure to follow him on Facebook as well. Check out Graven Images, Lonnie and Jessica McCollum. You see Michael Toth everywhere. You know, we're going to be posting him and Jessica and Lonnie in the group. So you're going to see them there. Feel free to like when they share. If there's something you really like, you know, especially with Lonnie and Jessica, I don't do the shop with them. That's kind of an agreement. But I'm the only one who can have the physical versions to sell. They're the only one, although we work together like that. So it works out perfect for me. And I'm glad to hear you're doing well, man. I'm really glad to hear that. Like I said, I'm surprised I went 40 minutes. Ben Robeson, we were just talking about you. Ben actually knows the place. I've worked with Ben before. I mean, we worked together a long time ago, and we remained friends. Your son's getting big. He's looking good. He's leaned up. He's looking great, dude. I mean, you raised a great kid there. You guys will have to pop in the shop. He knows the location. This location we're going in has huge opportunity and potential as it keeps going. They're putting a food court in there. They're renovating even more on the outside. I believe Ben said he's working on that. The crowds are starting to come in. It's going to be a big community area I think is going to be a really hot spot out in Kansas City. And we're going to have, I'm talking about you, Mr. Robeson. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Now, But it's extremely, extremely excited, guys. I'm gonna get some sleep, get up early, get the guys up early, got to get them to work, and then I got a ton of stuff to be ready. I mean, it's go, go, go right now, to get this shop going on the free time I have while my guys are out. Check out Lonnie and Jessica McCollum. They got, I don't know if they posted the crow yet, but it's almost done. I know he's got some work on it. That thing piece is looking sick. They're also working on Sloth. They have a Sloth from Goonies that looks really cool. I don't have yet. We're going to have to get that for a table in the future. Mike's working on some decks. We've added a bunch to the website, www.doomsdayskrypt.com. A bunch in there, one less now because we just sold a deck. And yeah, I'm so grateful for you guys. I'm very thankful for you guys. I couldn't thank you guys enough for all the support you're giving me. 2025. This is the year. This is the year we crush it. We really crush it. We're always going forward, but this is the year, guys. And I'm putting 135% into it. Get on board, get on out. We're going to make shit happen, guys. So I will keep you updated. We got some shows coming up. I'm going to announce them. I'll get them popping up, and stay tuned. They're going to be some fun ones. We got some great guests coming. Peace.